Hey guys, you're welcome back again to Gusto Reaction on Gusto TV. My name is Ife, and with me I have Lala,
How you
the
doing?
one and only.
Now the first time when you go uncle.
That is like the first time you could do on set together.
No,
Thank you guys for everything, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing.
Thank you
really
guys.
appreciate you guys a lot for everything you do. And today on the show, we want to talk about the one and only Mama Jam Jam, the Celia queen herself, Tiwa Savage. She dropped her album in August, and the album has been doing quite alright. Based on like people have been expecting this body of work from Celia based on the anticipation, the hype, and everything. So, and having dropped Celia, she has been up there doing numbers and all. So, what do you think, Lala, about the album? Did Tiwa Savage get enough respect, enough support rather, from the people, the fans, online, offline, her colleagues, and all?
From my colleagues, I think if we're going to paint the picture of her not getting the respect, I think that will be coming from her and her camp. Okay. So I don't particularly think she didn't get support. I think she did get support, and I think from my own perspective, I think they got complacent with the way they handled the whole rollout for 49.99. Sorry, for Celia, because if you compare the rollout of that to what they have with 49.99, it looks like they didn't really pull as much stop. So maybe it's more down to their planning, and it's not more down to how people feel, how the general masses feel about the album.
Even looking at 49.99, the song was quite huge when it came. The whole PR was everywhere. And then the Celia came, the track list was surprisingly absent from Celia.
Yeah, it was absent. So I think this is now where we have to start asking questions, like what kind of deals do these Nigerian artists have with international labels and all that? Because you can't spend that much money and do that much work on 49.99, and then when it comes to the album. But then what I figured from this rollout of hers, majority of her PR has been mainly outside of the country, outside of Nigeria. She hasn't really focused on PR. She has left her home, which is I think is a bad move. She hasn't really done PR in the home front. Maybe she expected the whole of Nigeria to just support. But all the things we're seeing, shows on Jimmy Kimmel, shows on different types of shows that we're seeing from her, they're not things locally produced, and they're not things that are meant for the target audience in Nigeria. So I think that's one of the bad things. If she had done that concurrently, something for the home front, something for the... If I'm going to pull a stall, I mean, DJ Copy right now is even doing interviews with local media.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, so I've not seen anything from Tiwa doing on the home front, which I feel that's why they got the whole thing wrong, and the reactions to people to the album is a bit up and down. It's like 50-50.
Yeah, so
some like, some don't like.
Do you think the reaction of the people also, like a lot of, I don't know if I would say a lot of people do not like the album. People that don't like the album are more than people that like the album. Is it affecting the growth of the album, like the acceptance and all of that?
The initial reaction of people was like, what did Tiwa? What's the point of all this from Tiwa? But then I think our main fans have really come out to now show extra support. So the neutrals, people who are not really, they don't really mind or they don't really care if an album drops or not, those are the people that sometimes matter the most, because they will blow your trumpet. They blow your trumpet more than your actual fans.
And then just they listen to any song.
And the people that are not stands are the ones who are really saying. And I'm reading a lot of reviews online. Some maybe they're a bit personal, but I don't understand. But I don't think the album is bad, but I think with the way she has hyped it and what we were kind of expecting, it didn't match our expectations. So that's
even on the album, I noticed Tiwa was even trying to like sample some new kind of sound, different from the normal Tiwa that we know. We don't know if she's trying to get more appeal to the international fans, or like
I think that's what this album was about. This album was meant to appeal to the and maybe that's one of the reasons why there's not really much local promotions for it. That's what I feel. I think there are several songs on there that are actually for the local market. Songs like Ole, songs like Koba, those are jams for the Nigerian market. But then have we really pushed on from that? I don't think she has, which is one of the bad things that has happened as regards the album rollout.
Yes. I don't know. I kind of feel that the plans, the strategies they had in pushing out the album was not really up to like standard of normal album stuff. Like she released 3 singles, is it 3 or 4 from the album before the album came out? Like,
yeah, but
within remain wait 1 year when album
but
dropped,
that entirely wasn't a bad move. But the thing is, now we've heard it would have been a bad move if there are actually better songs
on the album.
The thing is, we've now heard like what we're like. But that being said, we did have some good songs on the album. The one with Davido, Packwell is a good jam. There's nice, Don't F with My Mind, but those songs are just about, I won't call them average, just above average. So songs like Kuruba, which are like heavy hitters.
Kuruba and heavy jam, like
heavy hitters, and then the one with Sam Smith. I don't think that really warmed well with the Nigerian crowd. But then again, I think this album wasn't made with the Nigerian crowd in mind. It was made for the international fans in mind. Yeah.
Wow. So now we're trying. Now what you mean is now that Tiwa's album, Celia album, is more for the international fans than the local fans.
Yeah, they're trying to get international acclaim. So that's what I feel, because locally she hasn't really done much. Songs like 4999, the rollout was more locally oriented. Yeah. There was partnership with every major people locally. Like, and she was on top from then. And even if you can argue that the song at the end of the day didn't really do as much as it should have done based on how much they pushed it. But if they have applied the same sort of push from 4999 to Syria, I think they would have done really well. Yeah.
Even I checked top 100, Apple Music top 100. Like, there was none of Celia's song that was on 1 to 20. Yeah. Like, I just shocked.
That shouldn't be shocking, because it's what's it called? It's dicey. This August was a lot of quality. There was a lot of quality songs dropped and albums dropped in August. So it's very hard. So, but we placed Tiwa in a very, very high level.
Like, one of the best female artists we have in Nigeria.
Yes, and she's kind of missing in the top 20. But then again, the person who is leading is unarguably the best thing at the moment for the past few years. So even Fireboy, who we thought was going to give him a run for his money, is also starting.
Few days.
Yeah, but now the thing has taken shape. And people with singles are even going above.
In my Maserati, Bami.
But then again, we shouldn't just use Apple Music as a judge for what's hot in Nigeria. I think we should also look at things like Boomplay 100. But it's weekly, but we'd have to see how well Tiwa songs are doing on there.
Wow. Man, I really do hope that this album would like pick up based on the hype that
if you go pick up now from the first week,
from the first week, right?
Now from the first week go pick up.
The album not even trend full throughout that day. Like, Big Burna came and
I think that's even why some people who really like her were now playing the patriarchy card, but it wasn't needed. But so it did help her at the end of the day.
This album had dropped when there was no other album, probably when there was no Twice as Tall, no Apollo. So do you think the album could have done better if it was like maybe dropped in September, let's say?
Even September is too close, because August was
digest those
like Twice as Tall is still going strong. Yeah. So I think it's just they themselves know that it's a competition in August to drop something. Maybe that's why Davido and WIZKID decided to just push back on their projects.
Davido that was even on an interview, I was saying that I'll see you guys next year when I drop new music. Like, the competition is really tight now.
It's really tight, so there's no point trying to compete. Burna Boy is not going to drop an album in 6 months. The other guys are not going to drop an album, so why not just wait your turn and have your time?
And so since the album is more of international appeal, I think he's also trying to maybe bite into some Grammy. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's what we said the other day, that August was the deadline. So maybe that's why she wanted to drop that. Like, but then song no they finish. So she's dropped Celia. I wasn't finished, but she dropped Celia. But let's wait for the next one.
So what do you think now is next for Tiwa Savage? She probably going to drop videos from the song.
Yes, definitely. Yes, and I think she'll be looking at the ones like the ones with Naira Marley, the ones with Davido to drop videos, because she has to buy into their fans and all that. So I think she's going to drop videos before the end of the year to push the album. And I never say never, because if the videos are very nice, they can have an effect on the song as well. So that's how it's going to work.
So what you want to know what you guys think. You have heard from Lala, you have heard from myself. What do you think Tiwa Savage for Celia? You should get enough support from the people locally, from the fans, from the fellow artists, or is it a team that didn't really, get her up there? Would like to know what you think about that in the comment section. I will be here to reply you back to back. Thank you for everything you do. We'll be back again on Gossip Reactions. Till the next time, we say bye.